What is up, guys? My name is Harry Rice. Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. The only one that I'm probably going to be uploading while I'm at my sister's house. Today we are going to be reading Discord. They just released this about an hour ago, I think. Is our stand on racial equality. The only reason I'm reading this is because it popped up on Discord for me, and after like half an hour of laughing my ass off, I finally decided, you know what? I'm going to humor myself. I'm going to read it. I started to read it, and then I was like, this needs to be a video. I need to make this a video. So I'm going to do that. We're going to get right into it. I'm not going to waste any time. I stream on YouTube once in a while, so check it out. So, Our Stand on Racial Equality by Justin and Stan. All of us at Discord were horrified by George Floyd's murder. We all are horrified by the murder of Breonna Taylor, of Rayshard Brooks, of Ahmaud Arbery, of countless other black people across America, and disgusted by the continued police brutality against the protesters, ignoring the fact that more white people are shot by the police than black people. Because logic. Racism is not only something you consciously do, it is not just vicious comments and violent acts, it's insidious. Racism is baked into our institutions and our way of life. From education to poverty ownership to voting. Ignoring the fact that slavery is a part of history, property ownership, black people just don't seem to be into it, and ignoring the fact there was literally just a black man in office right before the current president. And it's a reality faced by black people and people of color all around the world. All around the world, I wouldn't necessarily say. Like I said, slavery, kind of have to teach that in school. Property ownership, who gives a shit if black people don't feel like owning properties? If they rather rent or whatever, it's fine. And voting. I've seen more black people admit they vote for Donald Trump than they ever did for Hillary Clinton. And you know what happens? People come out of the woodworks. White people, they come out of the woodwork saying, oh, how dare you vote for Donald Trump? He's against your kind. And that's more racist than when I see Donald Trump saying he wants to put up a wall. It's always, oh, he's against your kind. Yet ignoring that the leftists are more racist than people who are voting for Donald Trump. It's just kind of a fact that black people suffer more when they're on the right than when they're on the left. So continuing, if we don't create change where we can, we are complacent in perpetrating white supremacy and the oppression of black people, ignoring the facts that I just stated. As Discord, one of the most popular communication services in the world, it is our duty to use our large sphere of influence to help in unique ways. No, people just know you as that platform that is a slightly better version of Skype when you're not crashing and not using video calls, and yeah. We have a responsibility to ensure that Discord is not used for hate, violence, or harm. Our goal is that Discord is used to build meaningful relationships and strong, affirming communities. Today, on this day that commemorates the effective end of slavery in the United States, we want to share the concrete actions that we are taking to achieve this goal. Is it really? Is June 19th really the day that slavery ended in the United States? I didn't know that. I don't know shit about American history. But we want to ensure that Discord is not used for hate, violence, or harm. Well, then stop taking down all the celebrity servers that people join just to talk about celebrities. And I don't think I've heard of any servers being used to hate black people or hate Asians or hate white people or hate anything like that. I don't know of any Discord servers that are used to do that. And leave people the fuck alone in their DMs. Stop reading people's DMs. You say Discord says that they are, oh, we don't look at DMs. If people DM each other, it's up to them, and only if it's reported we look at it. No, cut the bullshit. You guys look at every single DM conversation. Why else do you determine whether to ban people some places or not? It's because you look at the DMs. Just admit it. Just admit you're a better version of Facebook. Slightly. Alright, we create a company task force. We've heard this before. We've heard this before. We create a company task force focused on identifying and implementing actions we will take from a product, policy, and people perspective to make Discord more diverse. No! Discord! You don't need to be more diverse. Let people use Discord if they want. Don't force black people to use Discord. It's called slavery, and you just said you were against it. more trusted and more inclusive for our users everywhere. What can you possibly do to make it more inclusive? You ban people that are racist. Perfect. You ban people that are sexist. Perfect. You already do what is arguably the right thing to do. Yes, freedom of speech, but I mean, I understand. It's your platform. You have the freedom to do whatever you want, blah, blah, blah. But still, you're banning people who are racist. You're banning people who are sexist, misogynistic, who are feminists, whatever. You're doing the right thing already. You are doing the right thing by banning these people. What more can you do? This task force is led by our CEO, of course it is, or COO, sorry, and will back it with the right resources to implement its recommendations quickly and comprehensively. They will focus on 3 main areas for action: how we can combat hate on Discord, how we can use our reach and scale to promote justice, how we can act as an employer to train, hire, and retain underrepresented people. No, and no. Hire people who are best for the job. It doesn't matter if they're black, white, Asian, black, brown, purple, white, yellow, or blue. Hire the best person for the job. Unless you want to save money, which in that case, go for the black people. No, but seriously, hire the best person for the job. Unless you want to save money, then go for someone who's less experienced and will cost less. We will use our reach and scale to promote justice. How? You want to promote justice, why not make it, if a girl rapes a guy, she gets the same amount of jail time as if a guy rapes a girl? Why don't you do that? Why don't you make sure that there's so much justice you could promote that you can read right through it. It's complete bullshit. It's only because Black Lives Matter is popular right now. It'll be popular for 2 weeks, and then it'll die down. And once it does, everyone's going to forget that Discord implemented this, and they're going to go back to allowing anything that was happening beforehand. They're not going to promote justice. We all know this. I mean, Rockstar Games. Jesus, come on. Rockstar Games, Twitch, Discord. We've seen all of these big companies coming out and speaking against racism, against white people. I'm not going to stop using Discord. It's the only decent platform I use to speak of my fans. I know Skype, but come on, who uses Skype anymore? This task force has already identified and started to implement across these 3 areas. 1. Combating hate on Discord. Like every mainstream communication service, we have to contend with people using Discord to promote hate and to abuse others. To be clear, hate has no place on Discord. As we've grown as a company, we have taken decisive action to make Discord hostile to white supremacists, racists, and other groups who seek to use Discord for evil. If there's Antifa Discords, why aren't you taking those down? There's black supremacist Discords, why aren't you taking those down? If there is, of course. Don't focus on the white people. You're being racist towards whites by segregating them in this. We have, and actually also, using Discord to promote hate and to abuse others. Does that in turn mean that if you're in a Discord server and you're poking fun at one of your friends and changing their name on Discord and just being fun with them, and they're jokingly telling you to stop, is that hate? Is that abusing others? What constitutes as hate? Something that is hateful, or just something that you don't like, aka the right opinions? We have invested in people, trust and safety. Oh no. No, we've heard about this. We have invested in people, trust and safety is one of the largest teams at Discord, and in technology to proactively identify and ban bad actors from the platform. Ban bad actors from the platform. So does that mean you're going to start going after Tommy Wiseau? No. Why are you going after bad actors? Don't do that. Don't do that, please. Discord. In 2019, more than half of the servers we removed for violent extremist content, many of which were white supremacist servers, were removed proactively by our team before they were reported to us. We will keep increasing that number in recent weeks. We have been monitoring our platform very closely to find and remove anyone seeking to use Discord to organize around violent extremism or disrupt protests. No, do not use Discord, or do not deplatform people looking to disrupt violence and riots. That's all this is right now. It's not even protesting. It's violence and riots. Because people are mad that they are getting spoon-fed what people say is true, but it really isn't. The Hodge twins made a great video on this. I'll see if I can find it. I'll link in the description. I'm not sure if it's up on YouTube, but I know for sure it was up on Twitter. I'll see if I can find it. But violent extremism. So are you getting rid of all the violent extremism? You could say that towards any religion. You could say that about Islam. You can say that about Christianity. You could say that about Buddhism. You could say that about any religion. And violent extremism, it's okay. So if one person is saying, for example, "Oh, we need to kill black people. We need to this and that," does that mean the server is going to get taken down, or is it just when it's an entire server doing that? Because if you're taking down whole servers because of one person, that is not the way to go about things. That is not the way to go about things. Today, we commit to 2 additional actions to make sure we are as effective as we can be against the spread of hate on Discord. We will undertake a third-party audit by an organization active in researching the spread of hate and racism to observe how Discord works, how we enforce our policies, and to make recommendations for us to be more effective. And we'll share what we learn so others in the industry can make use of their expertise. Why? I mean, I guess this is fine, the spread of hate and racism. You're pretty much just admitting you look in every single server. You're looking in DMs. You're admitting you are doing this. Yet you're saying you are 100% for privacy. No, you're not. We are investing significant engineering resources internally to develop a software to find and manage abuse proactively. We commit to an open source strategy, which means other companies can benefit and build on what we learn. We hope this also inspires companies to release their tools so users can benefit across platforms. Why? What is this going to do to combat racism? Develop software to find and manage abuse proactively. This is just going to be like what YouTube does when they see a video with the word iDubbbz in the title and it gets taken down. If there's guys talking in Discord servers and they post an image, and this has happened a few days ago, I'm not going to say exactly to who, but there's a guy who was on Omegle who posted an image on a server we're in because he got called the N-word by someone. And does that mean that server could theoretically get taken down because someone posted that in the chat and we were trying to help him? Does that mean the server could get taken down for us trying to help racism? And you're trying to help racism by removing servers of people trying to help racism? Not trying to help racism. Of people trying to combat racism on their own? It seems kind of iffy. Using our reach and scale to promote justice. As a platform used by hundreds of millions of people around the world, I don't know about that. We have a responsibility to use our reach to help those who use their voices to advocate for change and support civic engagement and social justice. Discord, don't become social justice warriors. No, you're just immediately on the wrong side. And, yeah. Starting next week, we'll begin next week. So you can be racist on Discord for the next 3 days. You can be racist on Discord for the next 3 days, but after that, no. We begin to use our in-product screens and our in-product screens. You are spying on people, Discord. You are spying on people. And our blog to raise awareness of anti-racist causes and encourage you to take concrete action such as calling on local officials to advocate for police reform. Oh my fucking god. What is Discord doing? Oh, we'll start using our blog to raise awareness. So what does that mean? You're going to start posting links to Discords and tell people, oh, hey, these people are being mean. They're saying the N-word. Arrest them. No, that's not how it works, Discord. That's not how it works. Over time, we'll be reaching out to community organizers, civil society groups, advocates, and activists who are on Discord to offer them support and develop resources specifically for them, including dedicated customer support. Why dedicated customer support? You don't need dedicated customer support. How many people on Discord are actually racist out of the hundreds of millions that use it? I am willing to bet less than 1%. I know people, any percent is bad. Yes, but still, if it's less than 1%, come on. Yeah, sure, that's still probably thousands. But you're going to have racists on every platform. You're going to have sexists on every platform. You're going to have feminists on every platform. Okay? You're going to have these people that are bad. You're going to have Antifa members. But Discord's not going to take those guys down. Why? Because they're on the left. And Discord is a leftist organization. They're for leftists or whatever. They're whatever you want to say. Acting to train, hire, and retain underrepresented people. We want the Discord team to reflect the diversity of society. Today we're committing to diversifying our senior leadership team as soon as possible. recruiting a full-time head of diversity and inclusion who reports to our chief people officer to ensure these efforts have dedicated attention and full responsibility. An internship program beginning in 2021 geared to underrepresented group with a 5-year goal of teaching the next generation of Discord leaders. AKA, we want to hire black people, fuck whites. As a Native American as a Native American person, I am incredibly offended that Discord is virtue signaling this much, that they want to open up this diversity shit. And, you know, it's going to be gone in 3 weeks. They're not going to open up an internship program. It's just going to be stuff to pander to black people who are angry for no reason, aside from a random black guy got killed, and they're just realizing now, oh shit, we actually do get killed. Not realizing they get killed far less than black people. They take up 50% of the population, commit 13% of crimes. It's kind of iffy. But honestly, recruiting a full-time head of diversity and inclusion, no, you don't need forced diversity. This is why people hate Hollywood right now. Forced diversity, forced diversity. Scarlett Johansson said it best. She should be allowed to play whoever she wants. People should be allowed to play whoever they want in movies. That's my opinion on that. But you don't need a head of diversity and inclusion. We don't need forced diversity on Discord. Like, yes, it's... Like, we don't need forced diversity in anything. If a black person is the best person for the job, hire the black person. If you want to save less money, go for the Asian person who is going to cost you 50% less. He'll do a worse job because if we're going by skill levels or whatever, and it just so happens that way, then go for the Asian person who's going to cost you 50% less. If you want someone with very little experience who you can pay pennies on the dollar, you go for the white guy. Who's that? If it's a white guy who's best for the job, but you want to hire someone who's going to take up 50% and they just happen to be black, go for it. We will also look at ways of supporting and donating to important charitable causes. 2 weeks ago, Discord donated a combined $150,000 to the Equal Justice Institution, the NAACP, Legal Defense Fund, the National Bail Fund Network, and the George Floyd and Breonna Taylor Family Funds. Money isn't going to help. You know, I don't get why Discord does this. I really don't. We're also giving our employees 2 days every year to do volunteer. 2 days every year. Oh my god, so generous, Discord. 2 days every year to do volunteer work for causes they support. You know, this is just like in Better Call Saul, where I forget who, the guy who was, and spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen Better Call Saul. I'll give a thumbs up. Mute yourself. I'll give a thumbs up when you guys can come back. All right. It's like in Better Call Saul, where the guy who Kim Wexler wants to take out of a job, or not out of a job. She wants to take him out of his home, and she goes to his house, and he just calls her out. She goes to the soup kitchen once a year on Thanksgiving because it makes her feel better about herself. She donates very little of her pay and whatever. And this is coming from someone who loves the character of Kim Wexler, but the character is kind of reminding what Discord is doing now. They're only doing this so they can feel better about themselves. Oh, hey, we're giving our employees 2 days every year to do volunteer work. No, why not? Hey, whenever our employees, if they really did mean this, but if they really did mean this, two days every year, no. Hey, they would say, Discord would say, hey, we're giving our employees whenever they want to, they will be allowed to go do volunteer work, paid volunteer work, or unpaid volunteer work, or whatever you guys want. But 2 days every year, no. They're going to use that on Thanksgiving. They're going to use it some other random day. Just stop virtue signaling. We are grateful that we have funds to donate to important causes, but no donations must be accommodated by actions. Oh, wow. We would also like to take this moment to encourage everyone to take the time to learn more. Here are some resources to start you on that journey. We plan to share more in the near future. Talking about race. An educational portal sent by the National Museum of African American History and Culture, providing tools and guidance to help readers learn more and inspire important conversation. The museum is the only national museum devoted exclusively to the documentation of African American life, history, and culture. For me, culture is a weird thing. Like, why should culture be limited to one group of people? Why should only black people be allowed to play basketball? You know, why should only Native Americans be allowed to wear the headdresses? You know, culture is weird. if we get rid of culture, that fixes so much problem, so much issue with cultural appropriation, which doesn't exist. It doesn't. Um, but why are you talking about an educational portal built by the NMAAH? C. You know, why are we talking about the National Museum of African American History and Culture? My room is really hot right now. You know, like, why? Like, what's the point of that? NPR's Code Switch, a weekly NPR podcast run by a multicultural, multi-generational team of journalists who cover both race and identity. Code Switch covers those messy, uncomfortable, essential conversations with the nuisance and depth they deserve. No. Dr. Robin DiAngelo discusses white fragility. University of Washington professor Dr. Robin DiAngelo reads an excerpt from her book, White Fragility. Why it's so hard for white people to talk about racism. You know why? Because black people keep telling them, hey, don't talk about racism. I agree with Morgan Freeman. Don't talk about it. I agree with Morgan Freeman. It'll go away if you don't talk about racism. If you don't give racists that platform, like, if they keep talking and you just ignore them, like, hey, oh, screw N-words, they all need to die or whatever, If you just, like, okay, back to our conversation, just ignore that guy or whatever, racism will die out. There's always going to be racists, though, but racism, for the most part, will die out. It kind of has, for the most part, died out. I know people are going to say, oh, but there's a racist in office. Fuck you. No, there isn't. Dr. DiAngelo explains the phenomenon of white fragility and discusses how you can develop your capacity to engage more constructively across races. Just treat them like normal people. Everyone bleeds red, unless you have some rare condition. But for the most part, 99.9% of people bleed red. We are all the same on the inside. Just because our skin is white or black or brown or whatever, we are all human beings. Stop treating whites as whites, blacks as blacks, Asians as Asians. Fuck giving a shit about race and religion and culture and gender and all this shit. Everyone needs to do what a lot of people, including myself, do. Just treat people as human beings. As one big fucking large community. Alright, we stop segregating people. Okay, he's black, I'm gonna have to take it easy with him. Or he's white, fuck them. No. Hey, white, black, alright, awesome, cool, I love them all. Like, why are we segregating? Why are we doing this? Why are we saying, why are we talking about people with different races? Now, hey, this guy who happens to be white, or hey, this guy, blah, 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 and he just happens to be black. Why does it matter what race and color or skin or whatever? Why does it matter what people are? I don't get why. White people are afraid to talk about racism because they don't want. The only reason white people would be afraid to talk about racism is because if they're either a racist themselves or they just don't want to. I don't want to talk about racism. Why? Because it's very minimal now. Like, I'll talk about American history. I'll learn about American history. It's kind of interesting, but, like, it's not a big thing anymore. Anguish and Action. Collection of research is curated by the Obama Foundation. Literally said right at the beginning, in voting, there's a prejudice in voting. And how did Barack Obama, how did he get put in office then? If all of America is racist, how? And don't go saying, in 8 years people get racist. No, yes, people probably do learn racism, quote unquote. But looking at it, people just probably realized how bad Obama was as president and wanted change. They wanted actual change. But whatever, I'm not getting into that. Aimed at inspiring, empowering, and connecting people to change their world. This resource list is focused on helping readers learn what they can do to create a more just and equitable world. It is already very, very equal. If anything, it's going towards the way of black people and women when it should be completely equal. Men, women, just humans. Just humans. It should just be 100% equal, 50-50 between whites and blacks, 50-50 men and women, but 100% as people. I don't get why people say, we need to change. No. Like, yes, little things here and there we need to change, but there's bigger things to worry about than, culture, preserving my culture, or cultural appropriation, or just stuff like that. That's so minute that it doesn't need to be worried about. And I think we're at the end here. Yes, we are at the end here. Our efforts to combat racism will require time, resources, and sustained attention. This is only the start of Discord's journey. We're committed to being in it for the long haul. We will keep you updated on our progress every quarter, and we know that you, our users, will hold us accountable. Yes, we will, because you're not going to follow up on any of this, Discord. Yeah, you guys aren't going to follow up on any of this. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be the end of the video there. I've been recording for 25 minutes. This is going to be completely unedited. I'm just going to post it up I'm going to post it up on YouTube. I'm going to edit out the first like 20 seconds when I was just preparing. Yeah, Discord is stupid, as every company kind of is right now. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite channel, Pleasant Unlimited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and everything else. My name's Harry. Subscribe to the Club, subscribe on the Heat Club, subscribe on the Mod Squad. If you remember the Mod Squad, like my good boys, Spotlight Hockey, Hot Take Hockey, DDT Regulator, Let's Hockey, the Ray Bro, Owen Oakley, a couple others I'm forgetting, unfortunately, Rick Nelson. You're awesome. Everyone that checked out the stream is an OG at this point. Just hit 150 subscribers. I want to say thank you guys for that real quick. I might do a video on that in the future real quick. I might do a video on that once I get to the new place. Who knows? I have a special project in the works. It's sort of a movie, but it's a remake of an old video I had on my old channel. I'm not going to reveal what it is just yet, because I do want to put out, kind of like what I did for that, put out a trailer and then have the actual thing. So that'll be coming in the future. Yeah, links in the description, my PayPal. If you want to send anything my way, that'll be... You can do that if it's off stream, which I don't think I'll be streaming that much because I'll be moving soon. But your name will get on my donation board, like my good friends Okayest of the Boomers, who donated $3.50 on the 17th of June, and DDT Regulator, who just today donated $15 today on June 19th, 2020. Absolutely mad, lads. So yeah, the $15 dono, the highest I've ever gotten. Appreciate you, DDT Regulator. Thank you very much. And Okayest of the Boomers, very first dono ever. Boom. I'm gonna clap as many times as I can right now. So the PayPal, and of course also the Amazon wishlist and the PO box. If you want to send anything my way via that, that's appreciated. You will get a video of me unboxing whatever it is. If you send me anything, that's greatly appreciated, of course. And yeah, I think that's all. And of course the Twitter and the Twitch. Twitter and Twitch I don't use too much. Twitter I'm not using at all. Or I retweet once in a while. I'll tweet once in a while as well. And of course also the Twitch I don't use at all. I use YouTube for streaming just because it's more reliable for me, in my opinion. Might not be streaming once I get to the new place. Might be bad Wi-Fi. If it's good, I will definitely try and keep streaming. But I highly doubt it, unfortunately. And of course also the letterbox in the description. That's where I rate and review movies. I very, very rarely will actually review movies. I mostly just rate them now, because I do want to start actually focusing on reviewing movies and shows on the YouTube channel. I recently completed Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Well, up to this point for Better Call Saul. But I completed those, and I definitely do want to get to them, reviewing them in the future. Movies, Zodiac for sure. 7, I want to review some very disturbing-esque, I guess I'll just say disturbing movies. I believe they're both David Fincher films, funny enough. So yeah. So yeah, check out the letterbox if you're on movies that I love. Unless you're ready to check out the video I made of Christmas Day last year, which may or may not be 2.5 hours long, and also may or may not be my top 100 favorite movies of all time of 2019. Check it out if you want to know movies I hate. I may or may not make a video on that in the future. Probably will. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Harry Rice, and yeah, I am out. Peace.